Today is Saturday, December 16, 2017, and my friend June is celebrating a birthday. This video is a birthday tribute to her, but I don't think she'll mind if others listen in since she understands what the Atheist Codger's YouTube channel is about. I've approached this video in a way that differs from my usual offering. Instead of a scrolling musical score with a few cryptic analytical notes, my commentary is going to take a more narrative slant. I believe June might resonate with this approach, and it may be that other listeners will as well. If that turns out to be the case, drop me a note in the comments section below and I'll consider making other videos in this format. I've had in mind for some time to make a video regarding the beautiful musical birthday greeting that Richard Wagner composed for his wife Cosima in 1870, surely the most extravagant ever written. This music was first heard on Christmas Day of that year. Cosima's birthday was on Christmas Eve, but she always celebrated it on the 25th. This birthday tribute was also intended as a gesture of gratitude for their 6-month-old son Siegfried. The small orchestra called for in the score was assembled on the staircase in the Wagner's villa, and Cosima awoke that morning to these sweet, heartfelt strains. Cosima's diary entry for December 25th reads as follows. When I woke up, I heard a sound. It grew ever louder. I could no longer imagine myself in a dream. Music was sounding, and what music! After it had died away, Richard came in to me with the 5 children and put into my hands the score of his symphonic birthday greeting. I was in tears, but so too was the whole household. Richard had set up his orchestra on the stairs and thus consecrated our Tribchen forever. Tribchen is the name of the Wagner's villa, and for a time this work was known as the Tribchen Idyll, or Idyll if you prefer. It was renamed Siegfried Idyll some years later when financial difficulties forced Wagner to publish music that had previously been considered private. In 1870, Wagner was at work on his music drama Siegfried, which would eventually become one of a great tetralogy of music dramas known as the Ring of the Nibelung. The Siegfried Idyll shares some music with that music drama, including most notably its main theme, heard near the beginning of the piece. The melodic profile is immediately recognizable, a falling fifth followed by a rising scale, a musical motif often also associated with the succeeding generation's Gustav Mahler. In the music drama, this music is sung by the Valkyrie Brünnhilde, whose words begin with Ewig ich war, eternal I was, eternal I am, eternal in sweet yearning bliss, yet eternal for your sake. The Siegfried Idyll is a splendid example of a later 19th century use of sonata form, in this case for a piece that's almost 20 minutes long. That's quite an achievement. There are also a couple of rondo-like features in the music's unfolding, and the development section mostly centers on 2 new themes. This means that there are, in all, 5 important themes in the piece, and you'll hear them in this order. The first theme in E major, Ewig ich war, worked out at considerable length. Then the first of the B major themes, which might be considered transitional, set forth in the form of a complex double period with a couple of splendid deflected climaxes. Then the second theme proper, a lullaby with the words Schlaf, Kinder, schlaf, sleep, children, sleep. Then the development, with its first new theme, a 3/4 time impassioned, continuously arching entreaty that begins with an ear-catching augmented triad and goes on, first passed from the winds to the strings. And finally, the development's second new theme, a horn signal with woodwind bird calls, evoking Siegfried's Rhine journey. These themes are brought forth and played off against each other in an artful, engaging, and structurally coherent way, so typical of this composer's approach to counterpoint, tonal harmony, and the dramatic potential of sonata form. The Idyll was composed for a small orchestra, an ensemble that could fit on the staircase, in fact. One flute, one oboe, a pair of clarinets, one bassoon, two horns, a single trumpet, and the usual strings, which in this recording are augmented to chamber orchestra-sized dimensions. The trumpeter has only 12 measures of music to play and must wait quite a while before being handed that opportunity for public notice. I believe I've probably said enough about the piece. The music's more than capable of speaking for itself. This performance is by the Sinfonia of London, led by Colin Davis. This is a transfer to CD of a vinyl disc, and there is some surface noise. The performance is nevertheless very beautiful, and I believe you'll enjoy it. Again, happy birthday, June.